Gavin Newsom and the state senators that wrote this bill, they're not dumb. They knew that the Trump administration was going to be defiant. And what's interesting is that the way that they wrote the bill is probably going to get the ICE agents to change their behavior in one way or another. Let me explain, okay? So California has a law saying that ICE agents can't wear face coverings and they need to identify themselves on the outsides of their uniforms. So this law, which is now in effect, is literally called the No Secret Police Act. The Trump administration has already said that they're not going to do that. ICE agents will keep covering their faces. That's dumb because just last month, the FBI sent a memo to all the police agencies saying that law enforcement officials should clearly identify themselves when they're performing their official duties. The FBI in that bulletin cited incidents of masked criminals posing as law enforcement agents. Some of these masked imposters have conducted robberies, kidnappings, and assaults. So when this law was passed a few months ago, the Trump administration quickly turned around and filed a lawsuit against it, trying to get it struck down. This bill was written in a tricky way, right? One, it's trying to force the Trump administration's hand and have them create a mask policy, right? Because right now they don't have one. And the Trump administration has basically said they're not going to do that. And so then, well, they can be tried criminally. District attorney would have the authority to bring criminal charges against a particular law enforcement officer who violates the policy. The criminal provision really is intended to provide a very powerful incentive for law enforcement agencies to develop a policy on the use of face coverings or masks. As long as the agencies create a specific policy regarding face coverings, the criminal provision no longer applies, right? It goes away. But here comes the kicker. The most powerful part of the No Secret Police Act is a civil damages provision, okay? Under this provision, any person who's a victim of an ICE raid conducted by masked agents, okay, they would be able to seek civil damages of at least $10,000 from the federal government. And even the Trump administration has acknowledged that this law is tricky. Yes, this is going to take some time, but once it happens to a few officers, you best believe they're all going to be showing their faces and identifying themselves.